Republican Congresswoman Nancy Mace of South Carolina joins me now. She serves on the House Oversight Committee. Congresswoman, great to have you with us. You know, I mean, when you look at that text that we just read, on the face of it, you know, politicians don't make lots of money. And if there is a operating business and he's, you know, helping to pay some of his father's bills, that's fine. But the problem is that the operating business was largely overseas and is now under investigation for money laundering and for being done when he was not registered potentially as a foreign agent. But is there any real link between that knowledge and President Biden from what you can see here, Congresswoman?
Well, and worse yet, Joe Biden denies any knowledge of this, and I want to know who's pops. And so when we talk about subpoena power, thank God I sit on oversight when Republicans are in the majority next year. One of the first subpoenas we need to issue is Hunter Biden and his laptop to get to the bottom of this. I want to know who the big guy is. I want to know who was raking in the millions of dollars. Joe Biden's denied any of this, and yet these text messages and emails, every week it seems like we now know Hunter Biden's laptop was not a conservative hoax. It is a real issue. It shows that there is potential corruption there, and we ought to get to the bottom of it so this kind of thing doesn't continue on.
So here is Valerie Biden Owens, who, as Alexandria reported, she's written a book about being in the Biden family. And here's what she had to say about her nephew.
Hunter walked through hell. He didn't wake up and say, you know, Aunt Val, I think I'm going to be an addict. Trump and his right-wing followers have continued to do whatever they can to discredit the family and therefore bring Joe down.
So this is Trump's fault, according to her, Nancy. Congresswoman.
80,000 emails say otherwise, and which is why it's so important that we protect subpoena power, that we could protect the right to hold those who don't show up in contempt. And I sit on oversight, and I know that we plan on doing that next year. We're in the majority. This kind of thing should not go on. Joe Biden, as much as him and his family want to blame Donald Trump, 80,000 emails say otherwise. And it's shocking when you hear this day in and day out now. And Democrats and the administration, they're obviously trying to cover it up and blame Donald Trump for every mistake the Biden family has made and the corruption potentially that's there. And that does exist, and we see that coming out in text messages and emails every single week now.
Well, the FBI is doing an investigation. It's been going on for some time, reaching back into the Trump administration.
2 years.
And we also have the Delaware court system where a grand jury has all of this evidence in front of them as well. So we'll see how the American system works, and we will see what comes of it. Congresswoman Nancy Mace, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Good to see you.